Yeah, it was, bro. Crazy freaking story. I was with Rick. We were in jail. Spare the details, but I took his portal gun, working on how to use it. I know you just definitely shouldn't press that. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Captain K's Den. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a bunch of random things. Not exactly. We just have a bunch of topics. So, I have a decent memory, but I was still afraid I was like gonna forget them. So I pretty much just wrote them down. All right. So first things first. We're just gonna circle to a bunch of different topics, guys. It's not a major topic today, but if you want to just hear us kind of ramble about different topics, then stick around. If not, then join us next week. Oh, by the way, sorry, I have not seen Bad Boys 3. He did. I'm so sorry, guys. I know we're supposed to do a review this week, but I didn't get a chance to see it. Shut your mouth.
You suck.
Shut up. So that's why we're not doing a review this week. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to.
I don't know what I'm gonna see it from. I'll see it by next time, guys. So I'll see it soon, guys.
Because my goal was to see before this podcast, so it's just like the fact that I haven't. Next week is Birds of Prey, and we literally already have tickets.
Yeah, we were going to see it.
I mean, maybe I can see it tomorrow. I got a lot on my plate tomorrow, but I might be able to squeeze.
You do have a full schedule, though. So.
Yeah, so we'll see.
We won't be mad, right? Fan base.
Somebody will give our video a thumbs down button, a dislike. I'm like, all because I didn't want to see. All because I didn't see that.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Anyway, so we're not doing Bad Boys 3 review today. Instead, we are going to just talk about a lot of things that are going on in the comic book superhero community right now. Starting off with, are you a fan of Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated series?
Of course.
So did you hear about season 7?
Yes.
Did you see the trailer?
No. Okay. Why? I just found out about it today.
Oh.
When I did that favor for Shades.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna show him the trailer now. I'm not gonna do that thing where like I skip to where he's magically seen the trailer in like a quarter of a second.
Not this time.
I'm not doing that today. But the trailer is pretty dope, I will say. It's supposed to answer questions like what was Ahsoka doing during the Order of 66, and
how she made it to Rebels, basically.
It's supposed to bridge that gap, sort of. So I'm trying to think, what else did they show? I think they're gonna show a little more Anakin being Darth Vader, like before he became. Yeah, it looks hype though. It does look pretty sweet. Like I was pretty excited. So I didn't watch the series. I jumped in and out. Like when they had that one arc that showed how he was determined to be the chosen one. Yeah, I watched that, and then I popped here and there. Like I saw when Ahsoka stopped being a Jedi or whatever. I saw like another arc before that. I just like dipped in and out because some arcs I'm just like, this is boring. The other arcs I'm like, that's pretty cool.
I really liked it as a series because, like, you know, me and my Star Wars fandom, as in myself, it's not as strong in the Force as others at all.
Yeah, you're not like over the top.
So yet, I clearly can't remember the past movies.
Like talking about
flashback, if you will.
Flashback.
And at one point, he was just like, "Yeah, no, they tripping. I want to hang out with my pops, yo. Kick it." And he grabbed a freaking black cloak, a leather glove, and a red lightsaber, and then he was on the dark side just for a little bit.
Who are you talking about? What?
Yeah.
I do not recall.
What?
What?
Hold on. Hold on, sir.
When did Luke grab... What?
End of flashback.
Me talking about Luke, I have no idea how I came up, because when I got home and went back to see like what, I was like...
You watched it?
Yeah, I was like, how did I put...
You were like, Luke didn't wear a cloak? Like, what was I talking about? Like,
yeah, I was like... What was
like,
I going?
I'm gonna go chill with my pops. Yo, you were like, what the? What was I talking about? You were
literally, I was like, it's like I watched a whole other movie from everybody else. But I mean, like, then again, I had to be like 6, 7 when that movie came out. I couldn't have been all that interested when it was on.
Yeah.
I just felt like a fool.
We're supposed to be nerd experts over here.
Yeah,
you're tarnishing our good name.
Oh, excuse me, man. Like, Manny of the Past, where were you going? Alright, right.
But yeah, so it looks pretty exciting. Also, in other Star Wars news, I actually didn't put this on the list, but it's something I meant to talk about. But I figured I'd wait till we actually got on the podcast talking about it. So there was a guy who was supposed to direct Star Wars Episode 9 a while ago, before they got J.J. Abrams. I just figured you might think it's interesting as to what he wanted to do. He was gonna call his Star Wars movie Duel of Fates, and it would have reportedly differed from The Rise of Skywalker in a number of key elements. Kylo Ren was the main villain, while Palpatine only had a hologram cameo. Kylo Ren was the one who killed Rey's parents. Ooh, right? That would have been interesting. Or nobody's much like he told her in Last Jedi. Rose led a heist on a Star Destroyer and Force Ghost of Luke Skywalker. Okay. Obi-Wan and Yoda aided Rey in her battle with Kylo Ren, who was eventually extinguished without any sort of redemption arc. That would have been his version. So it sounded interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh.
And I actually don't know how accurate that would be to the books that time. Like, I don't. Yeah. But, wow. That sounds like an interesting road they would have taken.
Honestly.
It doesn't sound very Disney, though.
Not at all.
But what we got from Disney Star Wars, it does not sound like it at all.
Okay, so this trailer is live. So there is a Fast and Furious 9 trailer. We have to watch it. The only reason we didn't watch it before the podcast started is I think it came out already.
Right.
It's already out, so now I gotta watch it. So give us 1 second. Okay, so
every time we freeze time, it freaks me out.
Or skip time, skip forward.
It's just
So we had to watch the trailer real quick just because I heard. So rumor has it that Cthulhu is gonna be the main villain of Fast 9, and I'm just like.
And we don't mean Cthulhu like a agency to our knowledge or a computer system, but like
the
mythical
logical
god Cthulhu.
Yes, and I'm just like,
where's this series going?
How
I was
okay when they said that, you never know, they might end up driving on the moon someday. I was fine with that.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna just rocket ship to the moon or something.
I
Yeah,
totally
I would have been cool with that.
But Cthulhu? Yeah, don't know if it's true. We watched the teaser. There's nothing in the teaser except for him and his kid and his wife.
Yeah.
The actual trailer drops Friday, so
we'll see then.
We'll talk about that maybe next podcast. Also, are you a fan of The Crow?
The Crow? No, I never got into it as younger, but
Damn.
I do know of it. I just think it's the age difference thing.
Mix it up.
It's just like someone mentioned a mystery show today. I had no idea what they were talking about.
What show is it?
It's called The Mystery Show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I had no idea what they were talking about. But apparently it's like a series where they like have robots in an audience in front of a fake background, which is a movie playing, and the audience is talking the entire time about their commentary on the movie they're watching or something.
That sounds weird as heck.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, The Crow has been, ever since the original, I don't know if you know, the original one, I believe was it Bruce Lee's son? I think.
Brandon Lee?
Let's see. That's what the movie was kind of like known for because, Brandon Lee. He died while filming it. It was some kind of accident with like, there's a couple scenes in there where he gets shot, and I don't know if you know, his powers are he's basically mortal. He's what's his name from Young Justice? Clarion. Basically Clarion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's tied to a what's it called?
Familiar?
Yes. It
was
was on the tip of my tongue. He's tied to Familiar, which is the Crow.
Okay.
As long as the Crow is fine, he can do whatever. He can jump. I guess he kind of has super strength. Healing factor. He gets shot a million times. Doesn't really care. Yeah, he can do a lot of stuff. A lot of crazy stuff.
It's weird that you would say like Clarion in that fit, but because Clarion is one of my favorite Young Justice super villains.
Man, Clarion is cool.
It's just sad. I think one episode he gets trapped in like Dr. Fate's tower, and
he got
he's
trapped
like,
in there.
dang it.
Yep. Yep.
Just kept doing that. I was just like, wow, that is so. It fits the character's chaos thing to a T.
Mhm. So in the movie, so there's a scene where he confronts a bunch of mobsters and they shoot him up. And I don't know if it's that scene. I used to know what scene it was. I forgot. But there's a scene. He gets shot a lot in the movie. Spoiler. And there's one scene where he gets shot. And there was you know how you do fake gunshots, but there was some problem. I think the barrel and the stunt and like this. It was a problem with the gun and it malfunctioned. Actually, ended up killing him.
Whoa.
Yes. Pretty messed up. So, but anyway, I love The Crow. I'm a huge fan. I even have a shirt. I don't think I've worn it on a podcast yet, but I even have a shirt that says has The Crow on it. It has one of my favorite quotes from the movie. Can't rain all the time. It's a pretty cool quote. People who like the movie honestly usually like that quote too. That's why the shirt was even made. But
I think you worn it to Motor City Comic Con at least once.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. And so it's a remake has been in development for years. I mean, they made some pretty crappy sequels, and I think a remake here and there of like stuff that like belong to Lifetime, not Lifetime, that's a dark movie, but stuff that belong like just straight to DVD.
Right.
But no, they're trying to remake it as like a big budget movie. And originally, Tom Hiddleston was gonna play it, but then he backed out. And the latest person to pick up the role is Jason Momoa.
Ooh.
So he picked up the role, but then something happened where I think a scheduling conflict, so that he couldn't do it. So the movie got put on hold again. But an article came out today stating that looks like it's back on the table. So hopefully we see a Crow remake, Jason Momoa, within the next few years.
I will see it for sure.
I'll show you the original before we go see it. Let's see what else we got.
Is it a topic you're a little afraid to hop into, or
no? We talked about it in the car a little bit, but you didn't see it. I was gonna talk about Death Battle.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So in Death Battle, spoiler alert. In Death Battle, they recently had Static versus Miles and Static won. And I don't have a problem with that one. Honestly.
Me neither. As characters and strengths and faults go. Wait, how old was he? They were both at their prime, or?
Yeah, they're not like they didn't use future Static. They used young Static.
Okay.
Yes, like let's say end of series Static and late in series Miles.
Okay. That's not a bad matchup.
So let's see. I'll tell you the details. All right. So one thing I didn't like is like I think they're getting kind of too big for their own good in a way, because what they keep doing is they keep referencing old stuff. So they were like, well, what'd they say? They said, sure, Miles survived the explosion from the Spider-Verse movie, like the accelerator thing exploding. They're like, yeah, he survived that. And we've seen Peter survive this, and that, so we know Miles could survive this and that. But Static could survive way more. And then, you know, the most irritating part is that they use material. I don't know. I hate the way they pull material. They don't sit in one spot.
No, they never do. It's just like the Superman versus Goku part 2 or 1, where they use like parts from pre-52 and 52.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that they gave Static that he's never done. He only did it in the comics, strictly in comics. And on top of that, it was New 52. He got a limb cut off, and he reattached it with
static electricity.
Yes. Like it was like he was in the comic and it was disconnected, and you see like electricity in here, and he's like reconnecting it. And he's surprised himself. He's like, I don't know how I'm doing it, or something like that. So they gave him that ability in Death Battle. Well, you just gave this man the most OP healing factor ever.
Oh my god. That's why I stopped watching Death Battle.
Bro.
That fact right there.
I'm like, excuse me?
And then sometimes they do just like play favorites.
Oh yeah, like I'm still mad about the Ben 10 versus Green Lantern one. There's no way freaking Hal Jordan is just gonna like, oh man, I can't beat this kid unless I just open a portal and cut off his hand. Like, are you serious? If Hal could do that in life or death situations, he would win all of his fights.
No fight would be lost ever.
Ever.
Like how can you use that powerful? If you're gonna use that powerful of a Hal Jordan, why have the Death Battle in the first place?
Honestly, or even use that Hal Jordan. Should have just used what's the most OP one?
The one of mini rings.
No, it was,
Not that one.
No.
Where he's after he's been bathed by all the different cores.
No.
And
It's
then he
another
uses,
one.
like
It's
the
like
white.
It's another one super OP. I can't remember his name right now.
But and it's
And
just
that's why
it
he has
doesn't make it just doesn't make sense.
No.
It never does. Like the Batman versus Black Panther, it was cool, but they always put Batman against people with no research.
Yeah.
Ever.
The only person he ever beat in a straight up fight was Green Lantern. Was Captain America.
Yep. And I mean, like, I love Marvel, but Cap would have definitely got the hands.
Oh yeah.
Like for sure. Like,
But I feel like it's hard to say. But honestly, I hope I don't get no hate for this. But I really do kind of feel like he would have won against Black Panther too. To be perfectly honest.
that's what I'm saying. If
that's
he
a
had
tough
research,
call.
not
even research.
And
Not
skill
even
alone?
research. I'm thinking skill alone. He might actually still been able to win. Maybe. I feel like it depends. I mean, really, realistically, their whole series, their Death Battle's whole series is a bunch of BS because it really all depends on the writers.
Yeah, it does, and it's because it's just, I don't like it. For one, it's never really akin to the character, ever. Every
Yeah.
character it never is akin to them. They would never go do stupid way they fight. Like the way they fight in the show, they would never do it. They would never go that far. At some point, someone punches someone and saying, "Wait a minute," like.
Honestly, I mean, like, cause they're like when people make certain series, they make, I think they're called dictionaries or encyclopedias or something like that. When people make certain series, they have like basically a Bible that they follow for the series. Yeah, and so there is no Bible like that for comic book people, for comic book heroes.
Right.
So you can't just be like, so this is the only list of powers the Flash can have.
True.
Or the only list of powers Batman can. Well, Batman doesn't have powers. The only list of things Batman can have access to. The only list of powers, like there is none of that.
Nope.
So then they just kind of base all their research off of certain comics. But realistically, a writer just comes in and he's just like, well, technically speaking, if he can do that, I'm gonna let him be able to do that. Just saying. I mean, if he can run on water, why wouldn't he be able to run on clouds? That's a comic book.
Like legitimately, yes,
pretty much. They're just like well, he was smart enough and strong enough to be that guy. So why wouldn't he be able to stop a helicopter from falling with a grappling hook? I mean, there's no reason as to why. The stuff they come up with is purely based off of like if
how
it's
they feel.
Plausible. If it's plausible enough to where you can walk up to somebody and be like, "Hey, so do you think?" Now, hear me out. Now, do you think
this right here is usually how comic book arguments start? Hey, listen to what I'm saying.
Just hear me out. Hold on, just don't dismiss me. Hold on. Hear me out now. Do you think if a guy who controls static electricity severed his arm, just follows now, stay with me. Do you think maybe if he reversed the polarities of his cells, would he be able to reattach his atoms?
Holding them together with static electricity.
Just remember, it's a comic book. A lot of things are possible. Superman can fly. It just remember those things before you give me your answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they go right in.
Right. So in this issue, and then you want to tell me these guys come up with a series with superheroes fighting? They're just like, well, he did it that one time,
so he can do it every time.
Yep.
It's just like, because they have like, I hate because they'll put like anime characters against comic book characters. Comic book characters have totally different.
Man.
They have.
Like you said,
the writings get to the
Superman
point where they'll write a character and they'll give him a totally different attitude.
Yeah.
Depending on the writer.
Yep.
So he can have this power or talk this way or act this way in one comic series and then be totally different in another. But a manga, from beginning to end, it's one progressive story.
Yep.
One writer.
Yep.
So the research just, that's why I stopped watching it, man. I used to get so heated.
Yep. And it's weird. It's like they just like slowly declining. Like I feel like it was like after the Superman versus Goku one. After that one, it was just like downhill. Like I remember the stupidest one I ever saw was Aang versus Edward Elric.
Oh,
I'm like, the man who can control elements against the alchemist, the human alchemist who actually died in his first series.
Very human act.
Don't get me wrong, Aang is human too. I mean, Azula kind of killed Aang, but spoiler alert.
But I mean, on his level of accuracy, and
this man can control elements,
not just like there's a rock, I'm gonna make it fall over. He can make shields of rock walls, build he's done amazing things just with control. He made suits of diamond. Yeah, he can freeze water. He can steam it. He can
Avatar Kyoshi moved the whole continent.
Yeah, literally.
When you really think about it, Ed is just a glorified earthbender. When you really think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he can
but he has to do
stuff.
He has to make with an alchemy circle, or
no, he doesn't really.
I mean, not him.
Yeah.
But the way that alchemy works in the world, there has to be the presence of an alchemy circle or the understanding
transmutation circle
of transmutation.
Yep.
So
that too. That's another thing. Yeah, he has to understand what he's constructing and deconstructing.
Yeah, on a scientific level.
Exactly.
Well, he can't.
Aang is just, I have the right form and motion. I can do anything.
Water, he's dancing in a circle.
Rock. Right.
Rock. Fire. Ah.
Realistically, I'm like, what subreddit user was really going around on these comic book forums saying, hey, you know something? I bet Ed could beat Aang. Who was saying that?
Who wanted that?
Who really asked for
that? That's why didn't they? That's just like the joke they made about the Mewtwo versus Vegeta.
I don't think I saw that.
Well, it was
that's probably
early
one of the,
season
the
one.
Minute Melee ones, or was that an actual death battle?
That was an actual fake death battle.
Oh no, I skipped over that one.
You should have, because it was like a joke, because the guy was asking the whole internet. He was seriously asking through a video who would you think will win? Mewtwo the Pokemon or Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z? I mean, they both can use sonic waves, da 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 da, and they made it a big deal. They had the whole picture, and then the whole fight, it wasn't even a fight. Vegeta just showed up, blew up YouTube or something.
I was about to say, I feel like Vegeta would just blow the planet up.
Yeah,
and that's the crazy part about whenever somebody puts a freaking Dragon Ball fighter against somebody, I'm like, unless that person can blow up the planet, they automatically lose.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Literally.
Unless they can blow up the planet, that's it. The fight is over.
It's done.
When people are just like, Naruto could beat Goku. Can Naruto blow up the planet?
I don't think so. He hit the moon and didn't really even make a crater.
honestly, I don't understand.
We don't get it. Naruto can't fly.
Bro,
he
did it once.
Kinda.
When he had the sage powers.
Yeah, but it wasn't Dragon Ball Z flying.
Honestly, they're not hopping galaxies, going to whole other planets.
Oh my god, they're not fighting faster than the eye can see.
Exactly.
I mean, unless he goes Kyuubi speed or whatever, but even then, people can keep up enough for some reason where they can go hand in hand with him.
What? Does this really come out this year?
Bloodspot?
No. Oh, okay. Anyway, all right. Moving on to our next topic. This is our ending topic also. Okay, so 2020 is still January. It's about to be February. 2020.
So much has happened.
A lot has happened. We're not going to talk about that.
No, not at all. I just wanted to say that.
What movie are you most excited for?
This year?
Yep, and I have a list just in case you did not know. Some reason I didn't even know they were coming out. Oh, wait, no, I knew that one was coming out. So, name off the list. We have... No,
I thought you were going to sing, bro. I'm like... Guys.
All right, we got Birds of Prey, Black Widow,
yep.
Wonder Woman, The Eternals,
okay,
The New Mutants, supposedly so far. I mean,
the New Mutants are pretty interesting.
It doesn't nice.
Yeah.
You never know though. I mean, they could cancel it the day before it's supposed to be released.
True.
That movie comes out tomorrow. Push it back. We're not ready.
Because when I saw the New Mutants, I thought it was another DC series. That's how dark that trailer was.
It was.
I was like, whoa.
Morbius, Venom 2, Bloodshot. Do you know what Bloodshot is?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually just learned about him 2 weeks ago.
And What is that? I've never heard of this one. Who's in that? Who produced this?
Goalkeeper of the
Oh, it's in
galaxy.
Russia. Oh, that one doesn't count.
Yeah, we're not Russian.
All right. So yeah. So we'll
Out of
minus that
all of
one.
those,
Yep. These are the ones that we have.
honestly, Birds of Prey is top priority, and it's coming out the soonest. I'm really excited for it. But second would be New Mutants. I wanna have faith in Sony for Morbius, but I think it's PG-13.
I feel like it should have a rating by now.
It's still not rated.
It's not?
Yeah, no,
I thought it was rated R.
if it is rated R, I'm super excited for that. If it's still not rated, I think they're going with PG-13 because it's in Homecoming universe supposedly.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That and Venom 2. I didn't know Venom 2 was coming out. I liked Venom 1 a lot.
Yeah, I did not know this. I don't even remember them filming. Like, I kind of remember them filming. Maybe they're filming right now. I didn't think it was coming out this year, though. Apparently it comes out in October.
Yeah, not at all. I did not know that was coming out.
Yeah.
And I hope they actually use Carnage in the right way.
I was going to say, honestly, out of all these, I am a DC fanboy at heart, yes. But I got to admit, I'm really curious for Venom 2.
Yeah.
I am.
I mean,
I am really curious.
especially, I thought it was coming out next year.
Yeah, I did too. But you know what? They're probably going to do it next year because I'm assuming the next Spider-Man movie might come out next year.
Oh, that's very
If I had to
possible.
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of series coming out this year too.
I am excited for Birds of Prey for sure. Though, like if I had to go in order, it'd be Venom 2. Then it would definitely be Birds of Prey. And the only reason I'm kind of more excited for Venom 2 is because we haven't seen anything about it
At all.
I've seen plenty enough about Birds of Prey to know that there's some things I'm excited for in the film and some things I'm not. I don't like Cassie, or is it Cassie?
Wonder Girl?
No. See, yeah, Cassie is Wonder Girl, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
her
no.
name in the
No, not her. Yeah, Cassandra Cain.
Cassandra.
Cassandra Cain is the daughter of the pretty much a top fighter in DC Comics, which is not Nissa, it's the other one. Oh, she's part of League of Assassins. Damn, I just been dropping the ball today. I'm so sorry, guys.
I guess we really needed that extra day. Usually we shoot on Thursdays for a reason.
Right? It's so irritating. That's gonna bug me. No, I'm not looking this one up. I'm gonna remember this one. Hold on.
Crank it out.
All right, okay. Got Nissa, got Black Canary,
Yeah, Black Canary's bad.
got Cheshire. It's not Cheshire. Not Huntress. No. Like she's a member of the League of Assassins.
Oh, okay.
She's above Nissa. I think she's related to Nissa, but she's not an Al Ghul. That's the crazy part.
Oh, she's like a cousin or something.
She was an Arrow. Like,
Yeah.
she was the first one in Arrow before Nissa got introduced.
Yeah. What was her name?
Lady Shiva. Dang.
That took a while.
Did. I'm like, I know I'm gonna remember it. Yeah, Lady Shiva is apparently Lady Shiva is apparently like renowned as the best hand-to-hand combat DC fighter. Yeah. Well, technically not. Because she lost to her daughter. So.
Well, yeah, so that makes it not anymore.
Yeah. And let me just double check on that. Because I'm gonna be mad if I'm wrong. Yeah, Lady Shiva. Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, she's Lady Shiva's daughter, and she beat her, like I said. So technically, that makes Cassandra Cain the best hand-to-hand fighter in DC Comics. But in this movie, she doesn't look like that. Like look like so. This was her when she was Batgirl,
Right? And that's why I remember her from. Okay.
Now she goes by. Is it?
Mute, I think.
No, it's not spoiler. Okay, here we go. DC Rebirth, because it's in here. Orphan. That's what she goes by now. She goes by the name Orphan. And I'll show you. Her outfit is dope. Like, I love her Orphan outfit. Like, if I had to pick her to be anybody in the movie, like if she portrayed with the Batgirl Orphan,
Yeah.
I'll pick an Orphan easily. Dude, she looks so sick. And maybe my opinion is a little biased because she kind of reminds me of Ronan, from Marvel. But dude, I love it. I think her outfit is sick.
It reminds you of. Sir, that is Roman. Get out of here.
What are you talking about?
He's
Just
like-
because it's black and gold or black and yellow.
with ninja tabby, shin and arm guards, shoulder pads, a hood, mask. That's not Ronin.
I didn't design the character.
But you can't say kind of reminds you of, but it's exactly the character.
What you guys think? I'm gonna put up a picture on screen now.
No. But yeah, no, I would prefer that over the Batgirl get up.
Yeah.
Especially how they, I don't know, they don't do bat clothes right in movies.
Definitely not. But here is the actress that is playing her. And this is why I kind of have a problem with it.
It's that little girl in the trailer.
In the trailer, yep, it's that little girl, the little Chinese girl. I'm not against the little Chinese girl.
Not at
playing the
all,
role,
but it's
'cause-
just the character they portrayed her as so far.
Yeah. Like, you can tell that she probably won't have major hand-to-hand fighting scenes in the movie. You know, like, maybe in, like, a sequel when she's a little older, something like that.
Unless she does like Logan. But
True.
But this is a PG-13 movie.
So, I don't know. And they did show her, like, pickpocketing, though. They did show that. So, I mean, she obviously is going to have some bad traits. I don't know. It's just hard for me to really see her as Cassie or Cassandra Cain.
Because that character is so serious.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it that well. But like I said, we'll see when we see the movie next week.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I'm kind of not liking how Black Canary is looking a little bit.
I
Like,
still haven't seen Black Canary in
Really?
all the trailers. Yeah.
oh yeah, visually, don't get me wrong, she looks pretty cool. But it's just like I want her to have a lot of really dope fight scenes. And so far, I feel like I have not seen that. But one of the little reviews I saw on Twitter,
Oh, okay.
yeah, she looks nice.
Yeah.
One of the reviews I saw on Twitter said that that the film has some of the best hand-to-hand fight scenes they've seen in a minute.
Okay.
So that gives me a
okay.
little bit of hope. Pretty happy about that.
I do like my martial arts. I think I had a whole podcast explaining my love for martial arts.
Yep. But like all the reviews that I saw, they were like little mini reviews. They all said that Harley was great. And I think I want to say they said Hunter steals the show
Okay.
and Black Mask steals the show. None of them talked about Black Canary.
Dang.
Yes, I was a little hurt. I'm just like a little afraid. I'm just like, oh dang,
Please.
is she not cold? Like,
Oh, I hope she doesn't pull a Slipknot. Or she's just in it for like 5 seconds.
no, oh,
I mean, not dies,
no,
but just, you
I
know,
don't think she'd be under 5 seconds, but
just short-lived scene.
we'll see. But those are the reasons why I'm not as pumped for that as I am for Venom, because like I said, I've seen the cast, and I'm just like, okay, they look cool, but I don't.
Yeah.
The only person I like from Birds of Prey really is Black Canary, because I love Black Canary.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, like, I mean, I do love Orphan, but that don't look like a cold orphan to me. That sounds weird. A cold orphan.
That sounds tragic.
Right? But I mean, so it's not too many things for me to be geeked about, but I did really enjoy Venom more than I thought I would. So
I like I said, I liked it. I just wish it was
yeah, hopefully it's an excellent movie. But him versus, Carnage sounds pretty dope. Plus, you never know, Spider-Man making appearance. Like, it's just, I don't know, just more possibilities for Venom 2 than it's looking like for this one.
Absolutely.
So we'll see.
Especially because they can't blow over the whole Peter Parker being Spider-Man in the world.
No, I'm pretty sure they hinted at that in Morbius, right?
Oh, they did.
Did you see the trailer?
I did see the trailer.
So,
and I don't remember.
Do you remember the quick Spider-Man cameo? No.
I don't remember a Spider-Man cameo in the trailer.
It's
no,
not actually him.
Oh, but like, is it Happy or something? Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I did think that.
Yeah.
It's very short-lived. That's why.
But
yeah.
look what's written.
Oh. Yeah. Wow.
For those, I'm pretty sure if you haven't seen the Morbius trailer, you should watch it. It's cool. I'm pretty excited for the movie.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where Jared Leto is walking through, I guess, an alley, and there's a Spider-Man poster up, so you obviously know they're in the same universe.
Right.
But across Spider-Man says the word murder. So it implies, and then we already kind of got clarification that Morbius takes place in the MCU.
Right.
So
it's definitely after.
It's definitely after Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it looks like, you know, the world thinks that Peter Parker is murdered and he murdered Mysterio.
Freaking.
So, yeah. That's another reason I feel like we're always excited for these movies. Like, we're excited to see the movies, but we're always super excited to see how they connect.
That's more so than the like plot of the movie.
Yeah, like that's one thing I am kind of looking forward to seeing with Birds of Prey. I'm looking to see like maybe we'll see a Shazam cameo.
That's exactly
Superman
what I'm
cameo,
hype about.
Flash cameo. You
something
know,
because we know that that universe exists and theirs would live within it because
a Batgirl cameo, Nightwing cameos.
Like when Batman showed up in Suicide Squad.
Yep, exactly.
That
Something
was just
like
like one of the coolest things about Suicide Squad.
Anyway, though, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode, guys. To our new audio listeners,
welcome. Thank you.
Welcome last episode.
I'd say it every time.
All right. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And to our new subscribers, because we actually got a couple new ones.
Welcome. Thank you.
There you go. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. And we will see you next week. I promise. Well, okay, yeah. Scheduling in my head is getting I'm confusing myself. Honestly, I am. Because I'm like, wait, next week we're going to see the movie. So that podcast will come out to next week. By the time this podcast comes up, we'll have actually seen the movie. I really just threw myself for a loop. But point is, we will see you guys next week with our review for Birds of Prey. Yep. Until then, peace.